Hi, I'm Jackie from the NoobEngineer Channel. Today, we are going to share on how we manage our AWS environment using Infra as Code approach. This allows us to provision our AWS resources through definition files. In this video, we are going to use Terraform to create a publicly accessible EC2 instance. We have also included the link for downloading the definition file used. Okay, in this exercise, we will create a publicly accessible EC2 instance using Terraform. This .tf extension file are definition file used by Terraform. So in the main.tf file, we will provide the required informations for Terraform to communicate with our AWS environment, such as the targeted AWS region, our local AWS credential file, and the targeted local AWS profile. The val dot means that main.tf will read the required inputs from our variables.tf file. So in the variable.tf file, we will provide the required informations such as the targeted regions, our local public key, our local AWS credential file, and the targeted AWS profile, which we will show more later in this video. The security group.tf is used to create a security group which allows inbound SSH connections from any IP address. The keypair.tf file allows us to upload a local public key to our AWS environment. Lastly, the ec2.tf file allows us to create an EC2 instance which will be attached with our public key and also the security group which allows SSH connections. So the prerequisite for this exercise is to install our AWS command line interface tool, Terraform, and also configure AWS command line interface with access to our AWS environment. In order to do that, we will need a programmatic access token and assign it with the required permissions. Next, we will visit the AWS Management Console to generate the programmatic access token. Go to IAM, Users, Add User. So for this exercise, I'll create a username test. Make sure you check the checkbox for programmatic access. Click Next. We will need to assign the required permissions for us to create the EC2 instances. So we attach existing policy directly. The policy name should be EC2 full. Okay. Check on the Amazon EC2 full access. Click Next. Next. Create user. Do take note of the access key ID and the secret access key. These are required for us to configure our local AWS command line tool to authenticate with our AWS environment. You can also download the .csv file, which consists of the access key ID and the secret access key. With the programmatic access token, we are now ready to configure the AWS command line interface tool. Simply type AWS configure, key in the access key ID, the secret access key, the default region you are in, and the output format if there's any preference. By default, the output format is in JSON. Next, we will download the Terraform definition file onto our local machine. Copy the download URL. Click clone, followed by the download URL. Browse to the Terraform folder. And we have downloaded the Terraform definition file onto our local machine. So we will need to edit the variables.tf file by supplying the public key, our AWS credential file, and the targeted AWS profile. Next, let's run Terraform init. The Terraform init command is used to initialize our current working directory. Terraform plan is used to create the execution plan. The result will include that 3 resources will be added. So in this case, the 3 resources is the EC2 instance, our SSH public key, and also the security group. So now let's apply the changes required from the execution plan. And yes, we've created the EC2 instance, uploaded the public key, and also the security group. So now let's check on the EC2 instance public IP address. Terraform state show, copy the EC2 instance, paste, okay, copy the public address. Next, we will add our SSH private key onto our SSH authentication agent. Now we will SSH into our EC2 instance. Nice. Now we have SSH successfully into our EC2 instance. We can also easily undo the provisions by running Terraform destroy. So first, let's start with Terraform plan destroy. Again, same thing, 3 resources to be destroyed, which will include our EC2 instance, the uploaded SSH private key, and also the security group. Terraform destroy. Okay, with this, we've experienced Infra as code, where we have provisioned our AWS environment with Terraform. So if you find this video helpful, do consider subscribing to this channel, hit the like button, press the bell icon for new release notifications. Oh, one last thing, the Terraform documentation site do provide example on how we can create other resources like S3 bucket, IAM role, and etc. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye!